Good day, and thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the daily video forecast discussion for Thursday, May 2nd, 2013. And it's another beautiful sunrise today across the New Jersey, New York City metro area. We've got temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s once again, and the skies are generally clear. There is a little bit of cloud cover, scattered cloud cover in some spots, but for the most part, skies are generally clear, and any fog or low clouds that might be in the area, and there's a few locations here with some mid-level clouds, those are scattering out very quickly. Temperatures are going to respond nicely today with sunshine and an onshore flow. Temperatures getting into the 70s. Southerly flow developing across the region this afternoon, especially along the coastline. It's going to keep temperatures cooler once again, but temperatures inland and away from the water's influence will get into the 70s for most regions. And we do have some small craft advisories here for the New Jersey and New York coastal waters and down through the Delmarva and up through southern New England's coast as well. And these are going to be for east winds today at 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 25 knots and seas 3 to 5 feet. These small craft advisories are in effect through noontime on Friday. And the water vapor loop this morning shows plenty of dry, clear air across the northern mid-Atlantic as a result of high pressure building down from southeastern Canada from Labrador through the northern mid-Atlantic today. We do have a backdoor cold front which will be sliding through the region during tonight and tomorrow morning with some cloud cover, but very little, if any, in the way of any precipitation. And then dry weather and nice weather through the upcoming weekend as this big storm system, which is producing snow and rain and thunder across the central plains and upper Midwest, slides gradually to the east coast, but fortunately for us, it will remain to our south and west through the entire weekend, and we'll get to that in just a moment. And here's a bigger view of the weather that's going on across the country on this second day of May 2013, and we've got quite a lot of weather going on. In Alabama and parts of Louisiana, we have some flash flood warnings in effect for portions of Alabama and northwestern Florida, including Alabama and northwestern Florida through this evening. Rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches expected through this evening, possibly higher amounts of up to 6 to 8 inches possible in some locations, so a flash flood warning possible given the very heavy rain and wet ground conditions, or the fact that significant rainfall is likely over a short duration of time. So small streams and rivers may overflow their banks and urban street flooding is possible. Now that's for that area here, but we have this upper level low that is developing across this region over the next couple of days, and it's going to meander here. This is the same storm system that brought snow across portions of Wyoming and South Dakota and Denver yesterday. In fact, we still have some freeze warnings now in effect until 11 p.m. tonight through 1 o'clock or so on Friday for temperatures below freezing this morning and low temperatures to 28 degrees during tonight. So that's what's going on in that region. But further to the north, we have winter weather advisories for snow and rain and snow totals of 3 to 5 inches, locally higher amounts in these regions. Rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour can be expected at times, so visibilities and strong north winds at 20 to 35 miles an hour will reduce visibilities to a half a mile and impact roads to become snow covered and slushy. And that's through this afternoon and tonight. Further to the north over northern Wisconsin, we have winter storm warnings until 7 p.m. this evening for heavy snow. Snow accumulations of 4 to 7 inches. Rapid snow accumulation may quickly make travel hazardous over these regions. So this big storm system here will begin to kind of spin around and get cut off from the actual flow over the next couple of days from the polar and westerly jet stream. And probably we're going to remain in an area of very strong confluence and high pressure over the eastern United States, especially the northern mid-Atlantic and New England states, and that's going to allow for us to have a very pleasurable springtime weekend. But eventually this is going to shift all to the east, and we probably will be introducing some rain around here either Monday night or Tuesday right through Wednesday. Nam Wharf temperatures off the Penn State Ewald site this morning in the 40s. And as we can see by this afternoon, even as the winds shift to the south, temperatures getting well into the 60s. The one caveat again will be along the coast, the outer barrier islands here across Well, all the coastal regions from Cape May up through New York City and points east and south of there, as the southerly wind off the chilly waters means the temperatures will start out warm and then cool off with an onshore flow or southerly sea breeze effect developing this afternoon. But inland, temperatures getting into the 60s and even this, low 70s across the region from New York City west into northwestern New Jersey and south towards Philadelphia and the northern Delmarva region. As we get through tonight, things will cool off back into the 50s and 40s once again. We do have a weak backdoor cold front which will be moving through. Winds will shift from the south to the east by tomorrow morning and northeast. And this will keep tomorrow cooler. We'll start out with clouds in the morning in some locations as the front moves correctly through the entire region. And temperatures tomorrow afternoon getting back into the lower 60s, but not as warm as today. Probably about 10 degrees cooler in many locations, including the coastline, where temperatures will probably stay a little bit cool as well, but pretty much similar to where they are this afternoon with that sea breeze developing. As we get through Saturday, we find temperatures once again getting back into the 60s and probably reaching to around 70 or so in urban northeastern New Jersey and the lower Hudson Valley region and the New York City metropolitan area. Here's your future cast going forward here. Lots of sunshine, then backdoor cold front comes through late tonight. Some clouds, and then sun returns again tomorrow, but a cooler onshore flow. We could have a little bit more cloudiness around the coastal regions during Saturday morning, but outside of that, skies will be mostly sunny throughout the weekend. We could have some late nighttime fog or low clouds anyway, some stratus developing along the coastlines, pushing in and then burning off during the morning hours on Friday night and Saturday morning as well because of that onshore flow behind the weak frontal boundary that will be crossing through the region during tonight. And our Omega block pattern continues right through the weekend here as high pressure from Labrador and southeastern Canada, Quebec, ridges all the way down through the northern mid-Atlantic states. And we have this backdoor cold front and shortwave disturbance off the coast by tomorrow morning. So high pressure basically regains control throughout the region. But here's our upper level low that's getting cut off here from the polar westerlies. And the GFS and European modeling continue to show this drifting slowly and weakening gradually to the east coast. But that will introduce more onshore flow, more clouds, and more precipitation as we get into probably Tuesday through the Thursday period, and then high pressure regains control over the region again during late next week. GFS precipitation maps in motion. Here's our dry air, high pressure, in control of the weather through the weekend. A weak cold front through the region tonight, and then high pressure reasserts itself through the region as the short wave rotates south and east away from the Atlantic coastal waters. Ridging takes control with dry weather, sunny skies, and moderately nice, pleasant temperatures. Here's our upper level low, causing snow, rain, ice, freezing temperatures here as this drifts slowly to the south and east and towards the southeastern coast. More clouds and precipitation get in here probably during the day on Tuesday, may linger into Thursday as the low kind of just gets cuts off from the flow and meanders here. Here's high pressure building in through next weekend. I'll stop this here and go to the last frame. And as that upper level low and surface low move off the Atlantic coastal waters, high pressure gains control of our weather, moving southeast from out of Canada, provides us with drying conditions for late next week. So I guess the only thing further to say is just enjoy this beautiful springtime weather. It's going to be pleasurable to be outside and do just about anything over the next several days right into early next week. For GardenStateWeather.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a pleasant day, and we'll be back bright and early with you again on Friday morning.